actually done, I believe, a few full Glycine hours here at Evine for you. And if you're not familiar with the name Glycine, it is housed under the Invicta Watch Group brand. This Airman Airfighter is not new. However, it is new in that it is the only and the first Glycine ever to feature this elite movement. And this was the very first ever Airman Airfighter to feature a bracelet design. It was in 2016, I believe, that the red execution, of which we only have a handful left, was given to Al Allo, CEO of Invicta. And now, well, we only have 24. Only a few more of you can get the red execution.
8 pieces.
So we have the red, we have the blue. How are we doing on the blue and the black? Here's the black. We have fewer than 30, and the blue fewer than 40 pieces remaining.
Now, this is history. I want to be very clear with what Glycine is. Glycine is a Swiss-made brand that goes back to, it's over 100 years, like 1914. Commonly under the Invicta Watch Group, we have Technomarine, and we talk about Esquifman, which even with Esquifman, what a lot of people don't know is that there's actually a tie-in with the original founders of that brand and the current owners of Invicta. It actually goes, they're related. So it's huge when we talk about, a family business. But when we get into Glycine, we did something different. Typically, when we house a brand under the Invicta Watch Group, you'll start to see changes, like we start utilizing the custom flame fusion crystals and things like that with these other brands. Now, we realize that high-end watch collectors want something like this, so we are not changing anything. This is the same build. This is the same quality. This is built in the same place. It always has been for over 100 years. So you're really getting into a sophisticated Swiss-made machine. We're talking sapphire crystals. We know you want those, so we've kept that here. Extremely expensive crystals that are highly scratch resistant, and you have 2 of them, front and back. Highly complex case design. I'm going to show you how the chronograph operates on this piece too, but we should talk about that movement first. So we're talking about a historic, not only it's basically a partnership with Glycine and Depraz, which DD goes back even further to like 1901, originally building full mechanical movements, really well known for making a repeater back in the day, highly complex. But now what they're doing is they are modifying movements to make them extremely beautiful and complex machines. So on this one, they're taking the SW, the Sellita SW200, which is a 26 jewel mechanical automatic. It's a 3-hand, and modifying it, adding all the additional modules, and in fact, adding 20 more jewels, making a 46 jewel mechanical automatic chronograph. That's a thing of beauty. So we're starting the quality on the inside, which is extremely, extremely complex. Now, another thing that's completely modified, too, is how the chronograph works on this piece. Now, typically, you have the function pushers over here. What we've done over here is check out the modification with the slider. So starting and stopping while pushing that and pushing it down resets that back to 0. This is an extremely expensive complication on this piece. Now, you have a unidirectional rotating bezel, but it's that GMT, or your secondary time zone. So that's what this crown is for right here. You unscrew that crown, and that's actually locking that in place. It's bi-directional. You set that where you want to, and then you can lock that in place on this piece. The chronograph's still running, guys, and you're going to notice right here, too, start, stop, reset. So to stop that now, your timing mechanism, you just push that again. Bottom will reset that. If you push that down, that snap back to that 60 position. That is extremely complex. Think about it this way. You want to really get that grail piece in your collection? Today's the day. $6,000 watch for $1,364. I know every single collector wants to get this in their collection. That's how cool this piece is. Now, it's not a small piece. A lot of times when we get into the classic builds, the classic modifications, even with Glycine, we're closer to that 40 millimeter range, 42s and stuff like that. Now, this isn't a huge oversized piece, but it is updated to a 46 millimeter case size. But, we talk about collectors all the time. If you're that guy that's just looking to upgrade your wrist game, step it up, and you want the best of the best, that you buy everything top notch, best of the best, this is the watch you get into today.
If you want Swiss-made quality, if you want attention to detail, Glycine is probably what you want to look at.
Look at that, red.
In the Invicta family. This is an amazing timepiece on. You'll be blown away every day when you look down at your wrist. And I love what Justin said. This is a $6,000 watch. When this event is over, our price goes back up to $5,900. Today, you can purchase a $5,900 timepiece by investing $227 and then wearing it as you pay it off monthly interest-free at $227.50. It's absurd. There's no other Swiss-made brand out there that's taking
that should not be happening.
$4,500 discount and shipping it to you for a little over $200.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about Glycine, too. The only things you'll find on the inside, movements you'll find on the inside are mechanicals or mechanical automatics.
Right.
That's all we utilize with this brand, and they're all modified. In this case, heavily modified in this piece. Now, it's the first time we've ever worked with DD in this style, in Glycine, first time ever with this brand. And in fact, we've only worked, I think, with Depraz twice in our history at Invicta. Last time, I think we had a Bolt Zeus that had a Depraz module on the inside, and very few were produced, and they left us very, very quickly. This is the time to get into something extremely special. This is a work of art. Starting on the inside.
The red accented dial will go first. We literally have one handful remaining. Then the blue and the black. Good luck in dialing on that piece. And there are other Glycines on our website, online at evine.com. So if you're interested in perusing the